Okay guys, you guys wanted me to post a driving video, so that's what we're going to do right now. The car is still fairly cold. If you notice when I cranked it, it fired right up. It only has a cold start little hiccup when it's extremely cold and not been started. So we're going to take it for a little drive. I want to get it up to operating temperature and show you how the car reacts once we're up to operating temperature. The car drives great. It's very smooth. The seats are comfortable. Hey, the steering wheel, no shakes or shimmies. And again, what I was explaining to you in the cold start video, when it's completely cold, it has this one little tiny little sputter when you first crank it, and it's fine after that. We're going to get up to operating temperature. After operating temperature, once you turn the car off and crank it back up from a dead stop, if you take off and give it too much gas, it wants to cut off. But it only does that pretty much like that first time. Once you get going again and start driving again, it's fine. I'm going to see if I can duplicate that because it doesn't do it all the time. And as I said in the other video, the mechanic that worked on the car, which is an old school Mercedes-Benz mechanic, said that if he had a CO2 machine that he could put in the tailpipe, because someone put a new fuel distributor on it, it needed to be, I guess, the air-fuel ratio set just right. If he had that machine, he could dial it in perfectly and make that problem go away. However, in South Carolina, there's no emissions testings. We don't have inspections here. Hadn't had them since the 90s. So nobody has that machine. But again, if you look at the pictures and look at the walk around, it explains what I've done to the car. So, like I said, you can see it runs great. It runs good. It doesn't overheat or anything like that. But I just did want to definitely get up to operating temperature and just see if I can duplicate that issue, just so you guys know exactly what you're getting. And it's not exactly all the way up to operating temperature yet. It's getting kind of close. The brakes are smooth. There's no major shakes or shimmies when you hit the brakes. We got the air running. The air's nice and cold right now. In this air, you got a little bit coming out here and a little bit at the top as well. Kind of both. But I think I got it set. I guess now it's down. Anyway, but the air does work and it is cold. It always seems like it's coming out both top and frontal vents for some reason. You see we're at a dead stop. The accelerate off takes off very nicely, no problem, no hesitations. Kind of step on it a little bit. It does drive like a dream. I mean, it just sits here and floats. So let me, I'm going to go up a little further. Let's see, we're getting very close to normal operating temperature. How long is this video now? 3 minutes, okay. Put it back on the gauges. You can see the fuel pressure is good. All tach works. Speedo, odometer, trip odometer, temperature gauge, everything is good like it should be. Downshift's good. We're at 65. Speed limit's 35. Hope I don't get a ticket here. Excuse me. It's okay. All right, we're going to end the video here shortly. But I just wanted to stop, cut the car off, crank it back up so you can see how it performs. Pulling this gas station parking lot. Or actually, probably just stop right here, I guess. Well, let's go in the parking lot. Actually, this right here is actually better. Alright, so now the car's pretty much warmed up for the most part. We did a 4 or 5 minute test drive. I'm going to turn it off. Now watch the tach. It fires right up with no problem. Sometimes if you put it in gear and you give it a little too much gas, there, that little sputter right there, at first, after the first warm start restart. You feather a little bit, and it's just fine. So I hope you guys picked up on that. Now I'm going to stop again, cut it off and start it again, so you can see exactly what we got going on here. Fires right up, no problems. Put it in drive, give it the gas, and it's fine. It's just that first restart once it's warm, and I can't explain it other than if I had a CO2 machine, my guy would dial it in. So hopefully you guys are going to enjoy this car and bid all you can. Auction ends in a few days. You're always welcome to call with any extra or any additional questions. Thanks and good luck.